What's up, everybody? Thomas here, coming at you with another video. Welcome to Slappy Curb 1.0. This is part 2 of my little series I'm doing here of pouring this concrete slappy curb for you. So last time I went over the form. Now I'm going to kind of go into the internals, and I'll do a little cutaway in a second to show you a little close-up view. But so what I have here are these PVC pipes. These are 1-inchers that I cut. And I cut them at an angle so I can fit them right inside the form like this. So the purpose of that, hopefully, will be that once this is poured and you pop it out, there'll be a nice hole that goes in between the block, and then you can put some rebar in there and pick it up. Because this thing is taking 4 80-pound bags, or like 3.5, 4. And dude, that's going to be some heavy shit. And like sticking your fingers under there trying to lift it, not gonna be fun. So yeah, so that's my idea with using these PVC pipes here. I'll do a little close-up of that in a little bit. And then also for my last video, I had this rebar that this fiberglass rebar. I cut it down to 5-foot lengths. It came in a 10-footer. I cut it in half to 5. So it's not going the full length of the form, but you know, I'm kind of centering in there. And what I'm gonna do with that is I 3D printed these little, I'll give you guys a close-up of this, but I 3D printed these little things right here. And my goal is I can put these on the rebar, and then I can run them through this little thing here. Let me see if I can light it up. Ooh, first try. And basically it'll sit in the form like this. So we'll have 2 running through the form like this to give it some strength. And then I also 3D printed these little spacers. And what these little spacers will do is when I put this right here, and then these little spacers will fit on top of the PVC like that, I can set this top one on it, and this will be like centered through the whole form. So yeah, let me do a little breakaway, a little cutaway here so you guys can get a closer view of what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so here's a little close-up of my rebarb cross-pull contraption that I got going on in the form. So as you can see, the little spacers are right here, and it goes, the top one goes through it, the bottom one goes through it, and it holds these guys about 2 inches apart. Then I have the, you know, the PVC pipe here for the rebarb pass-through, and then I have this spacer right here, this black one, that spaces the rebarb pretty much 1.25 inches up from the top and 1.25 inches down from the bottom. So yeah, so this is my plan here, you know, but you know how plans go. Sometimes they don't work out, so we'll see. So to keep this all together, what I'm gonna do is take a hot glue gun, and I'm gonna hot glue the ends right here down to the form, and then I'm gonna hot glue this spacer to that. And then when I lay the rebar pieces in there, I will hot glue, put some hot glue there to keep that guy stable, so when I'm pouring, all this stuff doesn't fall apart. So yeah, that is the plan with this little contraption right here. So I'm thinking over the next video, I'm gonna go over the actual concrete, and I don't know, maybe what I'm gonna use for a form release. I see that a lot of people use motor oil and stuff like that, but I think I'll do a little more research. I think I want to get something that's sprayable, so I might get some PAM, go to the dollar store or something, and get something cheap that I can just spray in there. You know what, so I decided just to go over some of the supplies I got here to actually pour this curbs, because I think the next video I make of like mixing everything up is kind of gonna be long enough for that video. So let's just go over the materials here. Right here I have Pro Finish Quickcrete Crack Resistance Concrete Mixed. So this is 5,000 PSI. This has fiber reinforcement. They have another one that is 5,000 PSI without the fiber reinforcement, but I'm just thinking, you know what? The more reinforcement, the better. I'm no mason guy. I know shit about concrete. This is my first curb. This is my first time ever messing with concrete. So we'll just see how this stuff goes. But I think the other stuff, if you go with the normal 5,000 PSI, I think that stuff will work too. I mean, honestly, it's only like a 20-cent difference. Like this is $9.22 a bag, I believe, and the other stuff is like $9.11 a pound. Or not a pound, but for a bag. So the other things that I got for this mission is I already had this mixer for, I think I mixed mud for drywall a long time ago. So I'm going to give this try this one a try because you know what? It's free and I already have it. But if that doesn't work out as good, I happen to buy this egg beater style one. I think this was 15, 17 bucks, Home Depot. But you know what? I always just go to Home Depot, buy the stuff I think I need. And if I don't need it, I just return the shit. On top of that, let's see. So I bought a trowel from Home Depot. Man, trowels are pretty expensive. I didn't know these little simple tools were that expensive, but they are. This guy was like $15, but then I went to Harbor Freight, and you can get a whole set of trowels for $15. So I don't even know if I really need trowels because I think I just need to like, you know, even it up top of the form with like a piece of wood, a spare 2x4 or something. But if I don't need these, I'll take them back. But I mean, dude, 16 bucks, you get 4 trowels right here. On top of that, I went and got this quart mixing cup because I believe per 80 pounds, you want to use 3 quarts. So just to keep things evenly and measured out, because I suck at doing that stuff, I'm attempting to be better at it. But yeah, so I bought this little quart thing from Home Depot. And I bought this 5-gallon bucket for Harbor Freight to put water in for my mixing. And I bought a 5x7 tarp from Harbor Freight to cover the form while it cures so it doesn't get messed up. And I bought this 17-gallon bucket from Tractor Supply. This was about $25. I was thinking I can use a 5-gallon bucket here, but I mean, these bags are pretty big and I want space to mix. So I went ahead and just got a big ass bucket, and that's what I'm going to be using to mix this concrete, is this big bucket. And then hopefully it'll be easier to transfer the concrete over. But yeah, guys, this is pretty much, you know, the stuff that I got to do this pour. Hopefully this is all the things that I need, because I think once you start mixing the concrete and doing all that stuff, you don't want to leave to go get shit. So hopefully I got everything I need. Well, guys, this is pretty much all I have for today's video on part 2 of this concrete form. Hopefully the weather cooperates and I can start to actually, you know, I can start fucking mixing the concrete and getting this thing poured. But yeah. Oh, one thing, man, so I went to the skate park in Pensacola, and I just want to do a shout out to those who said they saw my videos pop up on their YouTube algorithm and they said they subscribed to my channel. That was pretty sweet to hear, so thank you for that. Just want to give you guys a shout out. But yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else for today. So like always, peace.